Good day, my friends. Today is the day that I embark on my last final leg of my journey getting back to Kent. So we are leaving the Yuba State Park that I ended up coming to. I'm going to leave here and hopefully get there in one shot, so we'll see. I'm going to go from here to Richfield, get to the Walmart, get supplies. That's really all I need. I can get gas further down, and I want to, get there hopefully today. So that's going to be the plan, all right? So it's supposed to be a beautiful drive as we make our way down there, and I'm excited. A long time coming and long journey getting to him. This time, but I did it. I'm almost there. Oh my gosh, I'm just so full of emotions. It's like, oh my gosh, it's almost here. I did want to throw that out there. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to finally not have to move all the time constantly. That's wearing me out. And also just to finally get back with Kent and have my life back with him. So excited. Okay, wanted to share that. Yeah, because I'm just full of excitement, anticipation, and also just still wanting to enjoy the journey. So those are the emotions that I'm feeling, and I'm trying to look further deep inside what I'm feeling, to get in touch more, because I don't think I do that all the time. All right, so let's go on down the road. Let's check out the scenery, and I'll see you in a little bit. Well, I want to go over a couple of things that changed the events of this day. As you saw, I was so excited. I'm thinking this is the day I'm going to get back with Kent and finish this last leg of my journey. Well, one of the things that happened is I was having this gut feeling that I really needed to check the water in my house batteries. It had been on my mind to do this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm on the road and I'm, trying to make good time, get back to Kent as best as I could. And through all the change of weather and everything that was going on and circumstances, and then being exhausted and tired, at the time frame that I was moving, I just kept putting it off, and I said, I don't think I could put it off another day. I had the van all ready to roll. I thought, let me just pull off that cover and pull off the caps and look at it before I leave. And sure enough, they needed to be having water added into all the cells because it was right at the top of the plate. So I add the water in, but that took a little bit more time than I wanted it to happen because the way that they put my solar system in, they made all of the all the lines and everything is kind of really tight in there, trying to get the caps off. So it's quite a bit of a job actually to get the water in there. That's another story, another day. So I got delayed with that. I finally get on the road, and then I get to the Walmart and I run inside, and it's already late afternoon, mind you. I believe it's getting closer to about 2:30, maybe almost 3, and I still have a good hour and a half drive to get to where Kent is at. I go in to try to get a fishing license, and the computer is down at the Richfield Walmart. So I'm like, darn it, and they tell me that there's these 2 other places that I can go to get a fishing license, and I'm calling Kent and I'm going, oh no, their computer's down, because we were hoping for me to get a fishing license before I met up back with him. I did not really want to go and move hunting down this fishing license and then try to finish the shopping. There's just no way I could pull this off now at this time frame. So we discussed it and said, well, why don't I find out if I could stay the night there at this Walmart? And I asked them, they say, yes, you can, no problem. I said, cool. So we decided that the best thing would be for me to leave the next day. Just go ahead, just rest, reboot, and I'll leave the next day. So I figured, well, let me just get some of the shopping done. So I shopped and I got some of the dry goods, and then the next day all I had to do was get anything that needed to be cold, the meat, cheeses, lunch meat, anything like that. Okay, I do part 1 of my shopping, and then I get out to the van and I start to think about, well, let me move the van obviously for the night, just kind of figure out where I'm going to go. I started to see in the distance where trailers were going, and truckers and RVs and things like that on the one end of the Walmart. So I start to move my van over to where everybody is at on that side of the Walmart. And I'm thinking, I have a dog, and let me pick a spot where I can easily take him out for potty, because that's how I think when I travel. I have a dog. Either I'll try to be by an island or be fairly close to maybe a grass area to take Milo out for potty. So that is what my mind is thinking, okay? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody in any shape or form. I have a dog. I'm a woman on the road. I want to be safe. I want to get him out and back in as quickly as I can, because we do our last potty run at about 9-10 o'clock at night. So I see that grass area that you'll see in a clip here, and I think that's perfect. You know, there's a trailer up there, there's another truck up ahead, and at this other lane, and I'm on the other side of the row, and I thought, that's perfect. I'll just park further towards the end, closer to the grass area. I'm talking to Kent and kind of winding down for the night. Didn't really get the front set up yet. I see this truck just start moving in, and it's coming in so close to me, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this truck is gonna hit me. Look how close he is, oh my gosh, and I'm freaking out. How close this truck with pulling a trucker, how close he was to my van. I was just shocked. I would have been more than glad to move, you know, because I had all this open. As he's pulling in, he could see me sitting in here because nothing was closed up. I would have more than been willing to back up, move, something to give him more room. But I was just shocked of how close he came up to me. So I jump out and I quickly am filming this because I'm talking to Kent, but I have a Bluetooth on, so I can still access my camera part of my phone. And then I said, let me call you back, or so, I think something I hung up or something, let me call you back, because I wanted to film this, what the guy had done, and I got this on film. And then I see the guy get out of the truck and he starts to make his way to the Walmart as I'm filming. So maybe the guy didn't like that part, you know, because I'm filming, I'm taking pictures. I'm just overwhelmed of this whole situation of this trucker. I don't believe he was safe in any way or form doing what he did, okay? Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be, you know, I'm always kind. I always give the truckers first in anything. If I see a spot that there was no trucker there, and I wasn't thinking that another trucker would have come in that spot, I don't know. And the lady said, yeah, when I asked them, just park on the last couple of rows, and there's plenty enough room for another trucker to come on the other side, you know, my row and the next row. So it's not like they have to be on that outside. So anyways, I thought I'll just move, okay? So I end up moving. But I'm going to show you these clips of the actual incident, what had happened, how close he was, and then me moving, and then what happened next, okay? I was parked here, and this truck almost just kissed my front end. And look at where he decided to park tonight. So close to me at the Richfield Walmart. I have to stay here one night before getting back with Kent. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I was trying to stay near the grass so I could take Milo out for potty. And I can't believe he came so close to me. Anyways, I'm going to move over. That's not nice. Alright, so it's moved over here. At least I'm close to the rack where they put their, you know, carts. And I moved. I'm not gonna be that close to those semis right near my nose. Yeah, that's okay. Wow. You see, I moved the van because I thought I'm going to be kind. I never said a word to this guy. I was just trying to, yeah, I filmed because I was shocked, but I never said a word to him. I had no problem. Let me move. I am not going to be this close to a trucker. There's just no way, to anybody. That is just not cool in my world. So I figured to keep the peace, didn't say a word. I'll just kindly move my van, and that's what I did without saying a word. So I move over there, close to that rack, right, to the shopping cart rack, because I figured nobody would park on that side of me. And then if anybody did park, they'd be on this one side, but nobody would come to the other side of me, which would be better for me. Now, of course, I have Milo to take to that grass area that you see in that clip, you know, and I don't think anybody, or this guy, would be thinking that I'm going to leave my van at night, right? But I have a dog. He doesn't know I have a dog. So I get out my side doors, and now I have to go behind me to get to the grass area, because now my rear is facing the trucker, all, you know, that whole area and the grass area. So I get out and I take Milo out there, and I notice, well, the trucker is gone. I thought he did all that because he was going to stay the night there. So I thought, well, gee, oh well. So I go to take Milo to the potty, and I'm on my way back, and then I see behind my wheels, about 3 feet behind my wheels, is a glass root beer bottle. I am shocked. I know that was put there purposely, because obviously it wasn't there when I went there, because as you come in and pull up, I would have seen it as I drove up. So I 100%, there's no way I could have pulled forward like I did, because it was behind me, 3 feet behind my dualies, and mind you, I have dually tires, okay? So I thought, well, this isn't cool, and I grabbed the bottle and I put it over at the trash on the other side of the rack. So there's me, there's space, there's the shopping rack, and then the trash on the other side. So I go and put that there, but I was just shocked, like, who in the world would put that there? Because it was put there on purpose, and I guarantee you that it was put there counting on me to back up to pull out the next morning, okay? Because of the way my back end is past, I have a lot of distance past my rear wheel to the end of my van. It has a really long, distance there, that they're probably counting on me not being able to swing around to leave forward, and probably thought that as people start getting there the next day and they start lining up on this side of me, that I'm going to have to pull out in order to get out of the lane. That's what I'm thinking, why it was done on purpose. Well, good thing I have a dog, and good thing I decided, he needed to go out for potty. It was done before that time for me to see it and remove the bottle, but I did notice that the trucker was gone. So my suspicion is the trucker did that. Why? When I was kind, I moved. I didn't even say a word to him. I was shocked. Yes, he saw me filming, but that's about it. I didn't say anything about it to him, just to the filming. But I just thought that whole scene was uncalled for when it's a big parking lot. And I talked to the lady the next day about it, and she said, yeah, people, they actually, those last 3 rows towards the back, the aisles, they'll park all back in there, or the rows, I'm sorry, those last 3 rows, especially the last two sides, and then the one side that I was at towards the back end was more than fine, and lots of room for everybody. So I don't know, that was just one of my worst experiences at a Walmart, and from now on, for whatever reason, I will get out and I will walk around, and just to make sure nothing like that happens again, or just, you could think that maybe some kids could be being mischievous, putting bottles out and stuff behind people's wheels or anything, even though I know that trucker did it. But who knows? You just never know what someone is capable of doing. So I will always do a walkthrough now, constantly, if I ever have to go back to a Walmart, to make sure everything is always safe before I leave. It's like, peace, please. I just really was only looking for a peaceful night to get back to Kent. That's all I wanted, Yeah, what a shocker. All right, so put your comment down below. What do you think? And also, have you or anybody ever experienced something that was not fun at a Walmart? I mean, it's really not high on my list anymore to stay at those. I love my Harvest Host. If I can stay at a Harvest Host, that's where I want to be. You know, it was just a last resort was to go there because I had no choice. But stay tuned for the next video, as that's the one, well, eventually, actually, there's a cool spot that I end up seeing before I get back to him. That was on my journey. I'm not sure how I'm going to end this, whether I'll do that one in a separate video and then get back with him. But when I do finally leave, I get to see another cool spot along my journey that I had to pull in and say, oh my gosh, I've got to go check this out. This is just too cool. All right, so I love you all. I will see you in that next video.